ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Walking with J.Beau. It is raining. Guess we're going to get wet today. So I'm not going to do a selfie stream today. And I actually mounted the camera on my chest because I'm going to have to wipe the lens off once in a while. And it'll stay its driest on my chest because of the visor on my hat, if that makes sense. It's about 52 degrees today. Not exactly warm. I'm actually wearing a flannel shirt, long sleeve. It's actually an insulated one. As you can see, we have leaves. That's always good. My hands feel a little cool today. Kind of a raw day in New England. Get the lilacs out. See that? The lilacs are out. It's getting a little windy. We have some rain coming. I don't know how hard it's going to rain, but we're not going to melt, are we? I'll wait till this car goes by. And yes, it's okay to walk in the rain. Not going to melt. It's not as fun when it's cold. Today is not exactly warm, but it's not winter cold either. It's definitely cool for spring though. Should be warmer than this right now. Cross right here. Get the blood flowing. As I get the blood flowing, we'll go down this way today. My hands will warm up as the blood flow increases from walking. Nice to hear wind in the trees now. See the rain in the puddles. It is raining. And you're getting a kind of a body cam view of sorts. Kind of an interesting view, I think, when walking. You get to see where I'm walking. Gas has gone up 10 cents.
0.5 minutes. Time, 9 minutes, 16 seconds.
Come on, Papa Trump, you got to bring prices down. Non-members pay $3.11 and 9 cents. It's $3.12, so that's gone up 11 cents. Dogs love sticking their head out the window of vehicles, don't they? There's a school bus full of school kids. So I hope everybody's having a good beginning of the week today on Monday. We do have a lot of things going on still. It looks like this is about the time we're going to start seeing price increases in stores because of tariffs. Specifically, mainly with Chinese goods, which unfortunately there's way too many in our stores, which is one of the purposes for doing this. Be better for us in the long run. Put a pretty good halt to that practice. None of this is going to be easy. None of this is going to happen overnight. A really incredibly bold thing that we voted for. But we knew this wasn't going to be easy. We talked about it. Can't build American factories overnight. Some will take 2 years, 3 years. I just want to see prices start coming down before the next election next year. Trump did really good with the border. It seems like the Supreme Court is being a pain in the ass about things. So it'll be interesting to see if President Trump suspends habeas corpus, which he has a constitutional Article 2 powers to do. So when people cry about him creating a constitutional crisis, he has the authority in the Constitution to do that. Abraham Lincoln did it. It was also done during World War II. Supreme Court of the United States should have just okayed what Trump was doing. Now they're going to open a bigger can of worms because of political pressure from the left. The Supreme Court doesn't seem to understand that the media is feckless now. They're ineffective. And the American public wants these people deported. Overwhelmingly. So there's that on top of that. So I'm gonna go for my dam walk today. With y'all. So I'm going to make it a point to start reading books again. I love reading books. I got a lot of books. Don't know which one I'm going to read. So it's spitting raindrops. It's not pouring rain, but it is raining. Ball game wouldn't get canceled, in other words. It's like these guys are going to fix a street light. It's not working. It's got no power. Right. Hey. So I didn't walk yesterday and I didn't walk the day before. There's 2 days I didn't walk, so I need to walk today. Rain or not. And the other day I didn't walk, it was because it was raining a lot. Too much to be walking in, let's put it that way. here. Go down the side street. Apologize if you hear any wind noise. It's like out of my hands, man. Squirrel crossing the road up there. That's something to nibble on, I guess. Oh, it drank out of a puddle. Is that what it did? Can't tell from here. No, it was eating something. Oh, a little bit of water there. Taking a drink of water. That's what it was doing. So on the way back, I got to hit the store for some milk. I got to get some milk. J.Beau's coffee needs cream. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, turns out Joe Biden has prostate cancer, which is aggressive, according to the media, an aggressive form, and it has spread to his bones. They haven't elaborated which bones yet, but I can tell you from reading about it that typically it'll spread to your backbone, your spine, because it's in the general proximity area across from the prostate. Sometimes it goes into the bones and the legs, but basically when it gets into your bones, that's pretty much it for you. You could try to delay it as much as possible. That's what confuses me about the media report. And before I get into that, I want to say that the DNC and the Democrats are throwing the Bidens under the bus, blaming the election losses on Biden and not themselves. It was the DNC that forced people out. People forced Biden out, and they forced Kamala Harris in. So, without a vote, people didn't vote for Kamala Harris. So now they're going to try to blame Joe Biden, the media too, when the media and the Democrats are the ones that covered up for Biden's his cognitive issues. So we know that whole story and that whole score. So now that I've said that, the media is now playing sympathy for Joe Biden. Well, at least the Biden family is looking for that. And the media and people, well, I don't want to say the media, but the people that the media put on that worked for Obama and Biden are saying, you know, maybe we should lay off a little bit on the Biden rhetoric in his presidency. And I'm like, no, maybe we shouldn't. Sauvage Dior. It's empty. Smells good. It's an empty bottle. I wanted to see what it was. Sauvage Dior. So anyway, it seems suspiciously like, since either today or tomorrow, Jake Tapper's book is coming out about all the dirt on the Biden White House and how it's going to sully Biden's name and the levels of corruption covering up his cognitive issues, which we all knew about and the media lied about. So it's pretty convenient that this comes out now. So am I saying there's some kind of wild conspiracy that they made up Biden's cancer diagnosis? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is 2 weeks ago, if you remember in the news, Biden went for a prostate procedure at the hospital. Remember that? There was a little footnote in the news that day. He was having difficulties, and he went to get what, you know, some people get. When you get a benign enlarged prostate, you have a hard time going to the bathroom. Sometimes there's a little surgical procedure they will do, which isn't even really a surgical one. They just kind of widen the canal so you can pee, you know? So anyway, that was 2 weeks ago. And now Biden has aggressive prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. Now, I've been researching that and also been researching what urologists have been saying about this diagnosis of Biden's. And all of them, okay, think Biden has had prostate cancer for 5 to 10 years now. 5 to 10 years, okay? So what does that tell you? That tells you that there has to be a cover-up because they had to know about it. The White House medical staff wouldn't have missed something like that, especially at the Naval Hospital, or the one he goes to, I think, in Bethesda. They run all those blood tests and get MRIs and all kinds of imaging they do for presidents of the United States to make sure they're not going to die. And I think that's why we never got a medical report on Biden. Not a comprehensive one. I think they knew about it and they covered it up. Probably diagnosed in 2019, 2020 maybe, when he was running for president. So I think they were deceitful and they lied to us, and that needs to come out because they lied about his cognitive health too. That clearly was a cover-up. People need to be prosecuted for that. I really don't care at this point. Somebody needs to go to jail for that. We're talking about the presidency of the United States with somebody who is having cognitive difficulties that has control of the friggin' nuclear weapons, for crying out loud. We can't have that. We can't have the control of the nuclear weapons in the hands of aides, administrative staff. And the reason why the world is so messed up today is 4 years of that. Biden was not the president. According to this book that's going to come out, people have testified to the author of the book that oftentimes it was a daily thing where they would not inform Joe Biden of certain things because it would upset him, and they just wanted him to believe everything was good. So you see Biden with the press, oh, what are you talking about? My poll numbers are great. People love what I'm doing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened, but for some reason this stopped recording. Very concerning. I must have hit the button by accident, and with the cars going by I didn't hear it beep, which means I should put the beeps louder. So anyway, there's quite a bit of time missing off this walk. I probably didn't miss much. I did go to the store and bought some milk, so I am carrying some milk, which you didn't see me buy, so don't know why that stopped recording. Hope that's not a new thing. So what I'm going to do is charge everything up, and I'm just going to record 2 hours with it sitting somewhere doing nothing. Well, that sucks because I was having a good walk today. I mean, I'm still going to upload this, but it'll be a lot shorter to watch, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I do want to say thank you very much for walking with me. Click like and subscribe, share the content. Say a prayer for President Trump and the country, and for yourself and your family. And we will see you on the next walk. And hopefully I won't screw it up again. Thanks for walking with me today, everybody. We'll see everybody soon. Bye-bye now.